Welcome to the Spend Wise Moms channel, your homemaking resource hub. Instead of spending the usual $10 per week, I'm going to spend the amount that one would get if they were on SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program in the United States. So, for the two of us, if we were on SNAP, we would get about $50 per week. That's a lot more than I usually spend, and it will help me to get stocked up on some things. We have a lot of food from our garden. As you can see in the picture, we have carrots, beets, lettuce, zucchini, onions, green beans, and tomatoes. This is just a small portion of what we have harvested. The veggies should last through the end of the year. There is some artisan bread also pictured that's rising until tomorrow, which I will toss and bake. I also bought some dairy and some other produce that we don't grow. I bought some eggs and some green olives, some salad dressing, yogurt, beans, butter, and a few things to make some chili. I made some potato soup with some of our potatoes and onions from our garden. I found some small pieces of ham in our freezer that I added to it. I made some 100% whole wheat bread, and I tried a clone recipe for Texas Roadhouse rolls that turned out really well. This week I thought I would say just a few words about bartering, which is basically just trading. Bartering provides a way for both parties to gain something they want at no extra financial cost. People don't seem to barter much these days, but it can really cut costs for everyone involved if you can find a situation where everyone involved is satisfied. For example, a man that my husband knows offered to give us some of his eggs from his chickens. In return, we gave them a couple of quarts of homemade applesauce. Some other friends offered to give us some of their deer and elk meat from last year, since they just got another elk this year. In return, we will probably give them some homemade jelly that they like. Maybe you can barter some homemade bread for some of your neighbor's extra produce from their garden that they don't want. Maybe you can barter the apples on your tree for some homemade applesauce or apple butter in return. You provide the apples and someone else does all the work. Maybe you can trade some raspberries or homemade raspberry jam for some pie cherries from your neighbor's cherry tree. You can also barter with items that aren't food. Maybe you can teach someone piano, and in return they can babysit for you. Maybe you can pass on some of your kids' clothes that your kids have outgrown, and they can mow your lawn or trade for a piece of furniture in exchange. Bartering is a great way to save money on food as well as lots of other items. Try it. You might get hooked. Thanks for watching the Spend Wise Moms channel. Please subscribe for more videos like this.